Hey guys, I'm kind of new to this. I'm a little bit nervous and trying to figure out how to hold my camera. And being with low vision, that makes it difficult. But we're going to go with it. I started this channel, and I made a joke out of it, and I've learned to have to do that. I've recently, well, over the past year, I've lost quite a bit of my vision. And it's been hard. It's been a tough journey, and I don't want anybody else to go through what I've been through, if I can help it. I'll give a little background on myself. I'm 58, born and raised in Tennessee, from a little small town in Anderson County, Andersonville. It's near Clinton, about 20 miles north of Knoxville. Worked all my life. Was at my last job 18 years when my vision went. Loved my job. Really have been blessed over the years to have met the people that I've met, and people in my life have made me, for good or bad, what I am. So about a year ago, I noticed my vision was starting to get real fuzzy, blurry. I couldn't see detail. I couldn't see money. I couldn't see the printed page. I finally had to give up my job. That alone was very hard to deal with. I've never not worked. I've never not worked. I've never not provided for my family. I have my own opinions on the disability situation in this country, and we'll cover that eventually. And so ended up at the doctor's office. They diagnosed me with glaucoma in both eyes, actually. Turns out what happens is there are vents. Everybody has vents in their eyes. That there's debris and tissue sloughs off constantly. You usually don't see it. They go out these drains and your body absorbs it. That's what I've been told. That was my description of it. My drains are clogged, are scarred up. Nothing will drain. So my eyes were filling up with debris. That's what's keeping my vision at a blur. When I went to the doctor after my vision went on me that day at work, got up, went to work, couldn't see the computer, couldn't see the printed page, and that's most of what I did all day long was paperwork and computer work. And when I got to the doctor that next week, the pressure in both eyes was near 50. Now, I didn't know at that point that pressure in your eyes meant anything. I didn't know there was such a thing. I'd had no pain. I'd had no indication of anything happening except for a loss of vision. They came at me, 4 nurses came at me like an army battalion and scared me to death with this. Scheduled some surgeries and different things, and finally in September of last year I had, it's a big fancy name, but I had a surgery where they actually went into my right eye and cleaned out some of the gunk. It just wasn't draining. It wasn't dissipating. I've had the shots in the eyes, everything. It just wasn't doing it on its own. Now, since I had that surgery in September, I have done some better. I can see money now. I can see certain colors. I can't see detail. I can see people's eyes now in certain light. I can't tell what color they are. I can't see the color of people's hair. I can see some things on the printed page, mail, that kind of thing, with help of a magnifier. What I hope to do with this channel is to put things out there to help keep people living as independently as possible as they can, as long as they can. I was spinning out. I had started having panic attacks. I started having a lot of mental issues that I never encountered before. I never had dealt with that before. And I actually woke up a couple of times and forgot I was blind. And you talk about a panic attack. My friend thought he's going to have to put me down one night. I was so upset. I was just beside myself. And then every day you wake up and you think, okay, today I'll do. Nope. You can't do it without help. Okay, but I can't do that. I'll do. Nope. So every day is a constant reminder of what you can and can't do. Now, on the upside, I have adapted certain things in my life that to help me cope, to help me get through the day. I gave up for a while. I just sat and felt sorry for myself, and I don't want to do that. I prayed a lot. I've asked God a lot of questions. I shouldn't question God. I know there's a reason for this. I'm trying to embrace it. It's still hard. I'm doing better. I have good days and bad days. I have things that set me off. I've always been OCD as far as things have to be in their place, organized. That I think I was in training for this my whole life because now I need things to be where I can reach and grab them, where I know where they're at, in the kitchen, in the laundry room, in the bathroom, in the bedroom, anything. I have to keep very strict care of my medicines now. I have to watch them. I have to keep morning medicines separate from night medicines. It's just been a complete learning experience, a whole new world for me. And I feel like I've handled it as well as I could have. I do feel like there's times I could have handled it better. That I got to work on. Every day I think I grow. And looking back a year ago, I really am impressed with myself as far as the progress that I have made. I'm pretty sure my eyes are about what they're going to be. My left eye is pretty much nothing. I have a little peripheral vision on this far left side. That's it. With my right eye, I have pretty good vision. Just everything's real cloudy, real fuzzy. There's no detail. So I have to be real careful. I have to be led around. Sometimes I see curbs. Sometimes I don't. Steps are their own nightmare. So I finally talked to one of my eye doctors. I have two, and two specialists, and they mentioned that there is a low vision resource group in Oak Ridge that meets once a month. And I got in touch with them, and I started going in October. And I really am glad. I am really thankful that I met these people. Everybody in this group the ages vary, but everybody in this group has some sort of vision loss. Some have diagnoses exactly like mine. Some have different. Some still can drive. Some can't. Everybody's a little bit different. But I've really enjoyed these meetings. I've learned a lot. They provide a lot of resources. They put me in touch with a lot of people that can help me with the gadgets and the little things. I love gadgets. I'm a gadget junkie. Amazon loves me. And that's another thing. Amazon. Shopping online, doing my shopping, doing my thing. I have to have help with that now. I can't always see the different websites. So, like I say, I have a great support team at home and outward family that are very supportive and have helped, and I'm very blessed to have that. But with this channel, I hope to cover some things that may help somebody else. I've been through the disability process. That's its own saga, and that's something that I'm not an expert on any of this. I'm not claiming to be. I'm learning every day. But I do feel like just talking about things helps people. And I knew there was people out there that had the same condition as me, or worse. And I know there's people out there worse than me, worse shape than me. I try to remember that daily, that This isn't going to break me, and I'm not the worst case scenario out there. I pray for those people, and it doesn't matter what kind of disability you have. Talk to me. It just helps sometimes, just to have somebody to talk to. I'm hoping I can provide content on this channel that will help somebody else. And if we mention something on this channel that helps you, or you know something, some other tip or trick that I have mentioned that would enhance something, please message me. Please feel free to bring it up. I'm searching constantly for ways to help do things. I have started cooking more lately. That's its own challenge. I can't always see doneness of foods. I've started relying on my hearing, my sense of smell. I can smell if it's starting to get done. But I usually try to have somebody around that can help me look at things and help me check stuff like that. I was just proud when I could start doing laundry again. Just try to help out because I felt like I was taking advantage, and I wasn't. But that's how you feel. You feel like you're a bother. I mean, my mother, we had moved in with my mother prior to my eyes going bad. She was having some health problems, and we moved in with her. Then my eyes started failing, and she actually sees, in some cases, better than me now. My daughter lives with us too, and she's working full-time and coming home and having to do everything at home, and it was killing me. I'm not like that. I don't take advantage, and I try to carry my weight and do my part. And so I've slowly got out of my funk, and I slowly started venturing and doing things outside my comfort zone and making myself do things. I was so bored this past summer that I started tie-dyeing shirts and made a few of those, and they turned out pretty good. And so it's just making myself stay busy. I'm a crafter type person. I've done woodworking, I've done paper crafts, I crochet. I put all that down. I had several projects going when my eyes went, and I just couldn't face it. I couldn't make myself face it and be discouraged and fail. Couldn't do it. I didn't want to go down that road. And so I picked up my crochet needle one day, and I started crocheting, and I realized I can do it. Now, it has its own challenges. It's hard. Depends on the color of the yarn and that kind of thing. And I have realized, we just happened to go to a bar one night, and they had pool tables, and I can see to play pool. It's the contrast of the green felt against the colored balls. I can see to play pool. I was so excited. I wanted to play all day. They had to make me leave. So, anyway, it's a step-by-step, day-by-day process, and it's not a great process, and you really, without support and somebody to talk to, and people in your corner, you really can spin out and really feel pretty low. I was pretty low at one point or two. And I've had to learn to rely on others a lot. I never did that before. If I wanted it done, I did it myself, or I found somebody to do it. I'm not a waiter. I'm not very impatient, and if something comes to my mind that I want to do, I want to do it. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 3 months to do it. I'm already hunting somebody to help me or whatever. So I carry that over, and I've had to let go of some of that as far as doing it myself and just going ahead and getting it done. So I've had to give some of that up and some of my independence up. I quit driving a course, and so now, that's another part of feeling like you're trapped when you're at the mercy of whoever has time to come by and get you. So this has not been the greatest journey, but I want to share what I have been through, and I want to provide other people out there with other ideas. I'd like to have some special guests from time to time to come in and get on here and talk to you and provide any kind of support that we can. The goal of this meeting that I go to is independent living as long as possible. Tips and tricks and gadgets and things on your phone and on your tablet that will help you and enhance your life. And I've got some names and I've got some people that I've gone through to help me with stuff like this, and they've really been a big help. It's really been, pardon the pun, an eye-opening experience. I wish I could say it. That's about it. I just wanted to do an introduction in person to the channel. We'll have comment on there, comments and content. Feel free to ask any questions. I've got people helping me monitor the channel. I can't always see it, but if I don't get to you right away, we'll get to you just as soon as we can. And like I say, please subscribe, please like the channel. That helps. The sooner that I can get to 50 subscribers, I can start doing live content, live videos, and on from there. So I just don't want anybody to ever feel as useless and downtrodden as I have felt this past year. I really don't want that for anybody else. And it's going to happen. You're going to feel that way. But knowing there's people out there that you can talk to and get the support that you need and the resources that you need and where to start and who to contact, that kind of thing is a big help. And I'm trying to keep track of every person that I have met on this journey, and I make notes, and I'm trying to keep that information handy for other people as they need it. So I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll like the content. I'm just a redneck old woman who's lost her vision, is trying to find her way. I get a little salty sometimes, so I apologize in advance if I slip and say something that's not politically correct. I don't try to. I don't mean to, but sometimes things happen. I have a really weird sense of humor. I have to find the humor in this. If I can't find the humor in this, I probably would have already been gone. There's humor in everything, if you look at it. And that's the best way I know to cope, is to find the humor in it and try to make it as light as possible and just make the best of a really horrible situation. But like I say, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned, and we'll have more content just as soon as we can. Thank you very much.